What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another offseason rebuild here on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Today, a lot of you have been asking me to do a Minnesota Timberwolves rebuild. I actually haven't done one of these in any way, shape, or form in a long time. Thought, why not? Let's go ahead and get a quick offseason rebuild with them done. Obviously, they had the 7th overall pick. That was sent to Golden State. I believe it's from the D'Angelo Russell and Andrew Wiggins trade. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe it is. So yeah, no lottery pick this year for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A little bit unfortunate. Kind of got a young core right now. A young core that I think has a lot of promise in this league. Super excited to use Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, guys like that. I think this team could low-key end up being maybe not a playoff team, but a team that can be pretty close this year, at least towards the play-in tournament. So that being said, before we do get into this one, if you guys want to see more offseason rebuilds, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section and by leaving a like on this video. And as always, you guys have been doing so well lately with the subs. I'd love to see if we can continue that streak. So as always, if you guys are new around here, could subscribe to the channel. That would mean a lot to me. So, without further ado, let's get into this Timberwolves offseason rebuild. So before we do get into the fun stuff, we do have to go ahead and figure out our staff. Chris Finch, who I believe is their head coach right now. When did they make that hire? I have no idea. Austin Green, you're fine. I'm going to give Finch a year. A B offense and a C defense isn't horrendous. I'd like to eventually. I'd move on from David Vanderpool. I'm pretty sure he's gone anyways. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of get some new guys in here, some new blood, if you will. Kind of get my own guys in here. We can kind of figure out the rest from there. Of course, there's 2 open assistant coaches spots. Of course, you can only sign 1 at a time because that makes sense, 2K. And cool, I'll sign Nicholson, hopefully. And he doesn't want to sign here, so cool. Fine by me. All right, we're up to the draft. No 7th overall pick. It does kind of suck a little bit, but ultimately, I can kind of live with it. We do got a lot of young talent on this team anyways. We don't really need to make a draft pick this year. I'm actually super high on Jaden McDaniels. I think he's going to be really good in this league at some point in time. So yeah, I think Ricky Rubio definitely could be on his way out for me. I don't really think he's a long-term answer at the backup point guard spot, especially on that contract. Age-wise, doesn't really match up, only as a 1-year deal anyways, so he definitely could be on the move. Jake Layman's probably gone as well, so we definitely do have a couple deals to find here. I love Malik Beasley. Can he be here the whole time? I'd like it. Unfortunately, I do have to win a championship, and I really do need a really good starting 5, so he definitely could be here, though. It's not me 100% saying I'm going to trade him. I'm sorry. I definitely do probably trade a lot of people's favorite players throughout these videos, but yeah, that being said, let's get into some trades. So we skipped over the draft, went straight to team player options. Naz Reid, Jalen Noel, Josh Okogie, and Jarrett Culver all going to be coming back. Again, really can't emphasize enough how good of a job they've done in Minnesota with this young core. I mean, again, this team a couple years ago was pretty much irrelevant, and they've done a tremendous job of rebuilding. So I think Anthony Edwards is obviously going to be our starting shooting guard the entire video. I'm still a little iffy on Beasley. It's not that I don't mind him coming off the bench, is that if I need to include him in a trade for another guy, possibly be our starter, I don't really want to start any of these guys at our small forward spot. I don't think any of them are going to really be a small forward on a championship team. I don't mind McDaniels for now. That definitely might be a little iffy long term, but again, I'm comfortable with him for now, only 20 years of age. So yeah, it's not to say that any of these guys are bad. I think especially these 2 right here, and Okogie and Culver, do have a decent amount of potential. I just really don't think, especially here in 2K, they're going to be on a championship caliber starting team for me. So that came out a little weird, but you know what I meant. So that being said, I think it might be time to make some sort of big trade. I also do like Jalen Noel quite a bit. Also could furthermore kind of emphasize me on maybe moving on from Malik Beasley. So might be time for a big trade. We'll see, though. I'll see you guys with hopefully some sort of trade. Did not think that was going through. Did not think that was going through. Okay, show you that trade real quick. Malik Beasley, Juan Hernangomez, Josh Okogie, and 2 first-round picks for Jaylen Brown, who I think is definitely going to be another tremendous asset to this team. Kind of the perfect fit. Does match the timeline of this team, and again, one of the better young players in this entire league. So welcome to the team, JB. I know I can give you a lot from my Celtics fan perspective. He's very, very good. He's actually really underrated in my opinion. So we kept Culver. We got rid of Okogie. Culver doesn't have another year in his contract. Also kind of one of the reasons I did go ahead and keep him. I think I'd like to upgrade my backup power forward. I don't mind Naz Reid necessarily maybe being a hybrid backup power forward, backup center. I'm a little iffy on that, but I maybe might move on from Rubio too, just because he is in the final year of his deal, and I'm definitely not going to pay him after this year. So I think a first-round pick for Layman, I'm definitely going to go ahead and get, and then I'll see you guys with a Rubio trade. So here's the deal. Ricky Rubio and a 2nd over to the Toronto Raptors for Malachi Flynn. Nice young point guard right here on a 3-year deal. And we're going to have control of him for the entire video. So he's going to be our new backup point guard in here. It's not horrible. Maybe can use a little bit of an upgrade at the defensive end of the, our backcourt anyways. But I can live with it for now. We might cross that road eventually at some point. So I think I might low-key just have Naz Reid be like a hybrid backup power forward, backup center. I actually think I'm pretty comfortable with that. So Towns probably one of a backup for now. I do think this team's very solid. I definitely think this team definitely can be a playoff contending team. So I think a 9-man rotation is probably our best bet. The bench is definitely still really, really young. That's eventually something we're probably going to have to work on. But as of now, this is the squad moving forward. I will see you guys at the start of year number 1. So the rotation, year number 1 here in Minnesota. Us and Chris Finch looking to get a championship. I do not know if this team's going to do it, But again, a lot of young promise, a lot of young potential on this squad. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brown, Jaden McDaniels, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Our bench unit, Malachi Flynn, Naz Reid, Jalen Noel, and Jarrett Culver. So a really young bench. Eventually might want to go ahead and get a couple veterans, but as of now, pretty comfortable with it. I really do think we're going to be a pretty solid squad here. So I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So 49-33 was our record to end year number 1 right now. Probably a pretty weird feeling for Minnesota Timberwolves fans. Winning more than like 35 games. Sorry. Not taking a shot at you. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't even remember exactly how many games you won. It also was only a 72-game season. It's not a shot. You know what I'm saying. 4 seed here in the West. That's good enough for it. Nikola Jokic, your MVP. Cade Cunningham, John Wall, Jonathan Isaac, RJ Barrett, and Frank Vogel. I think RJ Barrett low-key could win a Most Improved Player award. All right, we got Phoenix in the first round, who is up 2-0 in the series right now against the, I don't know why I almost just said Atlanta Hawks, Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're going to close it out. Dude, being a temporary Suns fan has been one of the most fun decisions of my life. I love it. It's enjoyable rooting for a team that's not letting me down at Boston Celtics. It's just nice, man. CP3, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, who is low-key one of the more underrated players in this entire league. Low-key kind of been one of the MVPs for the Suns this far in the playoffs in real life. But let's see if we can knock him off here in the first round, and we lose in 7 games. All right, we got a lot of young promise here. I'm really comfortable with this. The Miami Heat go on to win the finals. Okay. They beat the Pelicans in 7 games. So we'll hop up to league meetings right now. I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes and debate what the fuck this means because I see it every single time. Pretty sure it's already a thing. Draft lottery time. I traded our first round pick for the next 2 years, unfortunately. But again, it's not really like it would have been that good anyways. It looks like we're not having anything. San Antonio Spurs, followed by the Warriors, end up with the top 2 picks. So Chris Finch is going to be here again. No real reason to move on from him. I think it's dumb as hell, but apparently trainers regress, so I guess I got to start getting a new one every year. I don't know if that suddenly became a thing. It used to be a thing, especially at the beginning of this game, that I'd sign an A trainer and he'd be an A for the entire video. You're a trainer. I don't really know why you're regressing in overall. Why do trainers have potentials? Like, what? Just dumb as hell, man. So we do have the 20th overall pick. I'll actually go ahead and draft somebody. I'm not going to lie to you. For those of you who like to be like, dude, you drafted this guy over this guy. I barely know the 2021 draft class. I do not know the 2022 draft class at all. So, that being said, we're probably going to take the best prospect on the board and a position we low-key actually could use. Oh, Frank Kepnang's actually, I've heard of him before at least. But they do have Mark Williams here from Duke with the highest overall. So I'll take Mark Williams. Never heard of him. Not going to lie to you. He's going to be a 74 overall for us. Not too bad. So team player options, this is just a thing of beauty. That's actually a thing. Norvel Pell, unfortunately, no. So we're in a free agency. Do we have any big free agents here? No, we don't. So we unfortunately don't have any money. I definitely could maybe look to upgrade somebody. One of the backup spots, I think I'm comfortable with probably everybody. I don't even know if Mark Williams is really even going to get minutes on this team. He's kind of just here in case we need him. Could maybe try a 10-man rotation squad. We'll see, though. It's not that I have a problem with Jalen Noel. He's also just a free agent at the end of this year, and I do want to get some depth that are veterans off the bench. So Malachi Flynn's an 80 overall. I am pretty high on Culver still, low-key. What are his stats? Like, his per 36 numbers were actually pretty solid for, what he was. I still can't believe he was the 6th overall pick. So yeah, we might try to find a new backup shooting guard. It's nothing against Jalen Noel. I just think I'd like to get a veteran there. So I'll see you guys with the trade. So we actually found the perfect trade. I went ahead and signed Joe Ingles on my mid-level exception. And now we're going to be trading him and Jalen Noel, along with a 2nd-round pick to Utah for Jordan Clarkson and an unprotected 1st-round pick from the Jazz. I've seen them actually low-key be pretty bad at some points, but I think Jordan Clarkson is an upgrade no matter which way you look at it. Get a veteran off the bench is never something I'm going to be mad about. So that is the squad moving forward. I'm going to debate on whether or not Mark Williams is going to get minutes or not. I'm very comfortable with Naz Reid being my backup power forward and center. So we'll cross the road when we get there, though. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. So I decided to go with a 10-man rotation. Mark Williams will be getting minutes as our backup center. If it doesn't end up working out, if we're not winning enough games, I'll go ahead and make the switch mid-season. But same starting 5 here for year number 2 as it was in year number 1. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brown, Jaden McDaniels, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Our bench unit, Jordan Clarkson, Naz Reid, Malachi Flynn, Jarrett Culver, and now Mark Williams. We also added Jordan Clarkson, as I mentioned. I think he's going to be a tremendous 6-man force. Not even our highest overall off the bench, but again, he's a 6-man of the year award winner. I think he's very fit for this spot. Low-key looks like he has a pair of boobies, though, as his numbers, though, because he's wearing 00. But anyways, we made the playoffs last year as a 4 seed, lost in the first round of the Suns. We're looking to hopefully be a top 3 seed this year. I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. So ask and you shall receive. We wanted to be a top 3 seed. We end up as the number 1 seed. Of course, it's really cool having a really good regular season. If you don't do anything in the playoffs, it really doesn't matter. Nikola Jokic, your MVP. Gene Montero, Rookie of the Year for the Washington Wizards. Chet Holmgren, 6th Man of the Year, assumingly backing up James Wiseman. Jonathan Isaac, Cade Cunningham, and Chris Finch does win Coach of the Year. We go 60-22. We got to dance with Houston in the first round. So player stats on the year. We actually had 0 20-plus point per game guys, but Very well-rounded team, and it looks like we just did fine on our own. So you take a look at some numbers real quick right there. Rebounds went to Towns, and assist was D'Angelo Russell. So the starting five for the Houston Rockets: Cade Cunningham. I'm pretty sure every Timberwolves fan in the world wanted Cade Cunningham. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen for you. Pretty good job of rebuilding there, though, in Houston, if I do say so myself. Not bad, though. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sweep you. Moving on to Golden State: Stephanie Curry, Klay Thompson, Wiggins, Pascal, and James Wiseman. Can't ever sleep on a team that has Steph, and oh my God, the team that passed up on Steph Curry twice in, I believe, the 2009 NBA draft. What was it, Malachi Flynn and Ricky Rubio? Was that what it was? Oh, wait, no, not Malachi Flynn. No, who am I thinking of? What's this dude's fucking name? I'm going to look that up after this because it's really pissing me off. All right, Memphis Grizzlies here. Not Malachi Flynn. He's in the NBA right now. Why can't I think of his name? Johnny Flynn. That's who. I knew there was a Flynn there. I'm sure all of you are screaming at me in the comment sections. Morant, LaVine, Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark. Huge addition there with LaVine. As their 7th seed, a little bit of a Cinderella run. Unfortunately, we got to end it, though, because we do got the Ben Simmons-led Philadelphia 76ers. Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid, the second best center in the entire NBA. And we go on and sweep them. Karl-Anthony Towns does not get bodied by Embiid. I mean, actually, maybe a little bit, only 15.5 points. But I'll take it. He wins his first Finals MVP. And pretty much everybody, actually, yeah, everybody on this team, it would be their first ring, correct? Jerry and Grant's number. Like, we always have these like bench scrubs here. Myers Leonard, nope. That's everybody's first ring on this squad. You love to see it, man. So we're 1 for 1, or actually we're technically 1 for 2. What is this? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. The fact that like 25 teams put that through is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that Utah pick's unprotected, and it's potentially a 2nd overall pick. It ends up falling number 5, man, but I will take it. Staff signing. I'm gonna get Chris Finch back. We just won a championship with him as our head coach. There's really no reason to move on from him. He actually really doesn't even want that much money anyways. Our trainer is still an A. That is all that matters. We will head up to the draft with the 5th overall pick, man. Did not think we'd end up with that. I will take that. Probably just going to trade it, if I'm being honest. I don't really need anybody right now, and everybody that we could possibly include in a trade kind of either a free agent or does probably have a team option. So I think we're probably just going to move it for... What? Yeah, Gobert. This is actually a pretty good deal. Markelle Fultz. Low-key, let's pick up Markelle Fultz. He's been my backup point guard. We can move on from whoever the hell our backup point guard is right now. We had no other picks, correct? No, we did not. This is good. Jordan Clarkson, unfortunately, is a free agent. Maybe could have traded for a new backup shooting guard, but again, it's not that big of a deal. Jarrett Culver going to get the qualifying offer, and now free agency, man, with D'Angelo Russell is obviously our number 1 priority here, player option. I'm not trading him. I'm just going to give him a no-trade clause just to make sure. Naz Reid, somebody I do want to get back. He's an unrestricted free agent. Then I'm actually just going to give the qualifying to Culver, who wants $20+ million a season. Kind of crazy, bro, but we got a really solid team moving forward. I still really do like the pickup of Markelle Fultz. That's what I'm talking about. That's why the name was off the top of my head. I'm sure, again, a lot of you are probably commenting that. But I think we're probably going to do a 9-man rotation. I might try to make this team kind of crazy. Like, I love Jaden McDaniels. I mean, he just won a championship with us as our starting power forward. But if I can move on and maybe just get a really, a solid stud as our starting power forward. Not that he's not a stud, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we might make some sort of trade there. He'll definitely still be our backup. Could include Naz Reid and some sort of deal in Malachi Flynn. So I'll see you guys whatever move I do find. So I'm going to try to get Domantas Sabonis from the Indiana Pacers. Not exactly adding defense to this team. But I'll take it. Domantas Sabonis is an all-star. I think any day of the week you can get an all-star, you're going to do it. And I don't even know if they're going to take this, and they do. Wow, 4 first-round picks. But we do get it done, man. So this is the team moving forward. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're probably going to do another 10-man rotation. Domantas Sabonis will be our starting power forward over McDaniels. And I love this team, man. I think this team's absolutely sick. We're fresh off a championship, looking for another one. I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd and final year. This might be one of my more well-rounded teams that I've actually had in a long time. I really do like this lineup. As you can see, all the bars are almost perfectly at the middle. So, I mean, kind of crazy we were actually able to work this out. But 3rd and final season, our starting lineup obviously has one huge new addition in Domantas Sabonis. And we're fresh off a championship looking for another one. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Our bench unit, Jaden McDaniels, Markelle Fultz, Jarrett Culver, Jordan Clarkson, and then Mark Williams. We're in a 10-man rotation. Chris Finch is fresh off a Coach of the Year. Hopefully looking for another one. See you guys at the end of the 3rd and final season. So we finished this year at 62-20. I believe we went 60-22 last year. So 2 games better. I'm still going to take 60+ wins any day of the week. Once again, good for a 1 seed here. Ja Morant, first career MVP. I definitely think he'll probably, not definitely. I strongly believe he'll probably win at least one in his career. Miles McBride, not a fucking clue. Congrats on Rookie of the Year. Chet Holmgren, 6th man once again. Jonathan Isaac, his 23rd straight Defensive Player of the Year award, what seems like anyways. Killian Hayes, most improved. Chris Finch, second straight year in a row, Coach of the Year. So look at some numbers real quick. This year we have 3 20+ point per game guys after having 0 last year. Interesting. Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis, Jaden McDaniels, Fultz, Clarkson, Culver. You honestly love to see it. Rebounds was Towns and assists was D'Lo. So Denver Not an easy first-round matchup whatsoever. They moved on from Nikola Jokic, looks like. They added Miles Turner, Brandon Boston, Bull, who's 7'3" or 7'2", whatever, is starting at power forward. I'm not sure how that works, but this is 2K, so you can kind of run two centers at power forward, or in your front court, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. We win in 5. Cade Cunningham, Matthew Cleveland, Cam Reddish, Jabari Smith, and Nikola Jokic has made his way to Houston. That's where he ended up here. And I believe we beat them last year. Obviously, adding the best center in the league kind of changes some things. This time we win in 6. And the team that beat us in the first round, holy fuck. Bro, they built a better team than I have. Wow. How is that a 6 seed? Like, how many... No. Like, how many games did that team win? Not the playoffs. Oh, son of a bitch. Did I go into the playoff stats? I don't know why 2K, like, lags. Not playoff stats. I'm looking for season stats, team stats. Oh, wait. Here we go. That team won... Oh, my God. It, like, lags. Can I check, like, the West? I don't know. The Suns... I can't even... Whatever. I don't really care. Whatever it is. There's probably a way to check it right here. I don't care that much. Whatever the situation is, that should not be a 6 seed. We win in 7. Moving on to Cleveland here. Ty Jerome, Zach LaVine, Okoro, Brandon Huntley, Hatfield, and Jarrett Allen. Good squad. We're a lot better. And we win 2 in a row, man. Karl Anthony Towns, second straight finals MVP as he averages a double-double and gets it done. So, championship complete. You'll love to see it, man. Timberwolves have a super bright future, in my opinion. I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. Obviously, their team's not going to look, pretty much anything like this below. I mean, ignore Jaylen Brown and Sabonis. I don't really know if this, big 3 right here is winning you a championship. But again, a lot of promise, a lot of hope. So, really happy with the outcome of this one. I enjoyed doing this one. If you guys did watching, please make sure to leave a like. And as always, if you guys are new around here, subscribe to the channel. Definitely does help me out a ton. So if you guys want me to continue doing off-season rebuilds until we start hitting, free agency, until some more rumors start hitting, I'd be happy to along doing those rebuild challenges and some other non-NBA rebuild content. So other than that, let me know anything else down below in the comment section. As always, thank you guys all so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.